Nemo Point is officially known as the oceanic pole of inaccessibility, or more simply, the point in the Pacific Ocean farthest from land. This place is literally in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by more than 1,600 kilometers of ocean in all directions. The closest land masses to the pole are one of the Pitcairn Islands to the north, one of the Easter Islands to the northeast, and one island off the coast of Antarctica to the south. Obviously, there are no people near the point of Nemo. The very name Nemo in Latin means no one, as well as a reference to the captain of the submarine Jules Verne from 20,000 Leagues Underwater. In fact, the location is so isolated that the closest people to Nemo are not even on Earth. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station are about 415 kilometers from their home planet at any given time. Because the locality closest to Nemo Point is more than 1,600 kilometers away, humans in space are much closer to the inaccessibility pole than humans on land. Another interesting thing to note on the map, because of the way most maps are drawn, we often forget how big the Pacific is and that it occupies almost a whole half of the globe. Even the person who discovered the Nemo Point never visited it. In 1992, an engineer wondered where the point in the ocean was located, which was farther from any land. Croatian-Canadian surveyor-engineer Lukaila used a geospatial computer program to find out. He calculated the coordinates that were at the greatest distance from the three equidistant coordinates of the solid surface. It is possible that not a single person went through these coordinates at all. As for non-human inhabitants, there are not many of them around Cape Nemo either. The coordinates are actually located in the South Pacific Cycle, a huge rotating stream that effectively prevents nutrient-rich water from entering the area. Because Nemo Point is located in what has been described as the least biologically active region of the world's oceans, scientists were surprised when they discovered one of the loudest underwater sounds ever recorded near the pole in 1997. The sound was picked up by underwater microphones more than 4,828 kilometers apart. Puzzled scientists at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration couldn't think of anything big enough to create such a loud sound underwater, and dubbed this mysterious noise bloop. However, science fiction enthusiasts quickly came up with one explanation. When writer G.P. Lovecraft first introduced his infamous tentacled titular monster to readers in the 1926 film Call of Cthulhu, he wrote that the creature's lair was the lost South Pacific city of Rila. The empty surrounding water is where the falling satellites are headed. The ocean floor around is littered with space debris. Since autonomous spacecraft are not designed to survive re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, heat usually destroys them. Scientists needed to choose an area where there would be an extremely low risk of humans being hit by flying space debris. With a population of 0, the oceanic pole of inaccessibility at Point Nemo was the perfect solution. According to the expert, from 250 to 300 spacecraft were buried here, which mostly burned down, paving the way through the Earth's atmosphere. By far the largest object to descend from heaven into the water at the Nemo Point in 2001 was the Russian Mir Space Laboratory, weighing 120 tons. The massive 420-ton ISS is also due to meet fate at Point Nemo in 2024. Once you're there, you'll need to walk the same amount to get back on land. Don't forget to wave guys in space.